Welcome, Geminis. This is your general reading for March 18th through the 22nd. It is just a general reading, so please only take the parts that resonate with you and leave the rest for somebody else. If it doesn't resonate with you, check out my channel. There's other dated and timeless readings for your sign. You can also check out your other placements in your chart if you know what those are. I'm sure there's a reading in there for you somewhere. If this does resonate with you, please remember to hit that like button. It's the only way that I have to know that the messages are being well received by you guys. So you're starting out here in a forward dis state, which tells me you're looking for some kind of balance or stability in some way. That could be financial or just the feeling of stability here. It does look like you're either doing some pretty serious reflecting on your emotions is what I'm feeling here. And you're putting a lot of time in reflecting on your emotions. It could indicate that you're getting new messages of love from somebody. So let's see, what else do we got going on? For those of you who are new here, I lay the first set of cards down and I give a brief description. As I lay the second set, things get more detailed, but this is just a quick energy check-in, so it won't get overly detailed. And then we will do oracle cards, and then we will do best actions for you to take during this time. If you are new here, I hope you consider subscribing. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for all of your support. It really means a lot to me. It looks like you have a decision that you need to make about something. Okay. With that Two of Swords, it's coming in pretty strong along with this Page of Cups. I almost feel like they're connected somehow. Whatever you're reflecting on is also what you need to make your decision on. But I feel like you have a blindfold on. A lot of times with this Two of Swords, you'll see the blindfold come out on a person. This deck's a little bit different, but I feel like you're not seeing everything quite clearly, and that's probably why you're doing the reflecting here. So let's see. You have the Eight of Discs, which tells me you're working very hard on your skills in some way. And you have the Chariot that could indicate a Cancer coming into your reading, but I feel like it's telling me you're taking movement towards victory on something. And on the bottom of the deck, you do have the Knight of Discs, which tells me you're taking very slow, hesitant movement. And I am feeling like very slow, almost non-movement. And that might be what part of this decision here. You are looking for emotional stability and for your wishes to come true. And I feel like you know what that is. You got the Nine of Discs, which talks about financial gain, luxury. It also talks about independence and solo pursuits. Yeah, this... Okay. There might be something that you have to hold your ground on. Let's see. Why is the Four of Discs here for our Geminis, please? The Nine of Wands, because you're in recovery. Okay, so yeah, sometimes when we go into recovery mode on something, whether that's physical, financial, or emotional, mental, during recovery mode, we are looking for that stability. We are looking to feel and be stable again. So it looks like that's kind of what's going on here. There's some kind of recovery that you're doing. Let's see if we can figure out. With that Page of Cups, it may be something emotional. The Seven of Swords. So there's been some kind of conflict going on that you're doing some reflecting on. You're trying to figure out how to be strategic about the situation. Let's see, what is the Two of Swords here for? The Ace of Swords. There's new truth or clarity or conflict. I feel like it's new clarity, new truth. I feel like you're seeking new truth and new clarity. You want to see something correctly. I feel like that's why you're doing the reflecting on something you've been recovering on that had a lot of conflict involved with it. Eight of Discs. And I feel like it's clarity you're kind of seeking during this reflection. The Star card. The hard work that you're putting in is actually a good thing. It's going to be taking you to a time of healing, renewal of hope, and talks about wishes coming true. And I feel like, yeah, that came out in here for you as well, right here with that Nine of Cups, wishes coming true. With the renewal of hope and healing, and it does feel like with the Nine of Wands, that would be a very important thing. But you could also be getting recognition for the things that you're very good at. You may even be being put into the spotlight. So let's see what you're taking this movement towards here. The Nine of Swords. Yeah, you're trying to take movement on overcoming, and I feel like with this Nine of Swords, it goes along with this Nine of Wands. You've been experiencing a lot of mental health, or that's just what the card means, but it talks about I'm feeling when you're kind of up at night and the thoughts are racing in your head and you can't sleep and you kind of get caught into thought loops, things like that. Anxiety, depression, not a diagnosis, just what the card means. And it looks like you're trying to gain victory over those things. And we can tell that because you are in recovery mode. So whatever it is that caused this, like I said, this is a quick reading. It's just an energy check-in. So we're not going to get too detailed here. But whatever caused this anxiety and difficult mental suffering, you're overcoming it. You're moving towards victory on that. And that's because you're seeking out the stability and you're doing the recovery work necessary. You're putting in the reflection. You're making decisions and looking for the clarity and truth in situations, okay? And you're putting in a lot of hard work towards this. And you do have the Hermit card on the bottom of the deck. You may have been withdrawn and taking some time alone, trying to decide what skills and people to dedicate yourself to. There's been a painful ending to something, but you're looking out to the horizon, looking where you want to head in the future. Again, with an ending, you've got the Ten of Swords and the Death card. Something has come to an end, and that might be why you're in that Nine of Swords, Nine of Wands state here. You're trying to refine that balance and stability. Yeah, you have the Two of Pentacles and Four of Pentacles. You're trying to gain new perspectives on the stress and burden. This is a necessary transition for you to reach success and happiness, okay? All right. Let's get some oracle cards, please. Geminis. Peace of mind. Yeah, and I feel like that's a lot about what this is about here. With that recovery, that Nine of Swords, the Seven of Swords, this reflecting, you know, is you seeking that peace of mind, self-reliance. This may be a time where you decide to rely on yourself. You did have that Nine of Discs also, which talks about, in the deck, talks about independence and solo pursuits. This may be a time where you choose to be very independent, very solo in what you do and rely on yourself, okay? Miracle healing. Yeah, notice that's right above the Star card here. And part of your decision here might be on something to do with independence, and you're trying to gain clarity on that, all right? That could be. And I feel like the reflection here is on that peace of mind. I mean, I know they're coming up above these cards. So, and we have the healing again, okay? You guys are doing a lot of healing right now. Rising above problems. Yeah, and again, over this Chariot card, you're taking victory to overcome these problems, and you are doing that. All right, let's get our second deck here. Victory. Yeah, and I do feel like this is something that's definitely heading you towards victory. Man holding a heart. Yeah, and see where I feel like this might be part of your decision, whether to choose independence or possibly a relationship or love or something going on within that. But either way, you're heading towards victory on a situation. Anxiety. Yeah, we know that that's what you're trying to heal here with the Star. And I'm going to flip the deck here. Door to Spirit. Some of you, some meditation may help. If you just take some time. I know sometimes I'll just sit and I'll have questions, and it's whether you pray or you meditate, it doesn't really matter. The results are kind of the same. But if you take the time to stop and listen after you seek, sometimes answers will come to you that you didn't see, all right? So just take that time, whether it's a moment of silence or just asking a question, and then listen, all right? And a lot of times the answers will come. And I feel like these are coming out together, not separate. So for your action cards here, You want to reach that 10 of Pentacles, but there's obstacles and challenges to that. So it's about staying grounded enough to overcome the obstacles and challenges of the Five of Wands in order to reach that time of the 10 of Pentacles, which is building the legacy in life you want here on earth. That talks about money. It talks about family, relationships, everything you want built, how you build your life, okay? And it is a time of happiness. But there's obstacles and challenges that you're trying to overcome to reach that. Oh, your cards want to bounce on your actions. All right. Gemini, best actions during this. Thank you. That Ace of Swords again. Gain the clarity and truth that you need in order to make this decision. And again, it's coming out in that same spot here. All right. There's a decision that needs to be made. And with that Two of Swords, it tells me you're not seeing everything clearly. With that Ace of Swords, it's telling me you need to see things clearly. The clarity is what you should be seeking. The Four of Pentacles, again, keep working towards that stability. And the Three of Wands, which tells me it's time to look out into the horizon, envision the future that you want, really picture it. Take that time to visualize. Take that time to look. How can I expand myself? What life do I want? What future do I want to head towards? Because that's what she's doing standing here. She's got her surfboard. She's ready to head out, but what direction is she going to head? And, you know, we can always head in so many different directions. And it's really taking that time to stop and visualize the future that you want to create. And I feel like that's part of your obstacles and challenges in reaching that 10 of Pentacles, building the life you desire, is making the decisions here on what directions you want to head. What life do you want? Okay. What legacy do you want to leave behind? We'll get you an animal advice card and then we'll close out this reading for you guys. Animal advice for Geminis, please. Sorry, the siren's going off. Owl, magic. Choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. Yeah, and see where it says choose to know the truth because you can. Again, this Ace of Swords has come out twice for you. There's a decision that I feel like you're trying to make, but you just can't see it quite right. Okay, and where it says choose to know the truth, that tells me that maybe you can know the truth, maybe you're not wanting to see it. Okay, and the Two of Swords can be a lot like that, where we don't want to see it, we don't want to look at it, we don't want to deal with it. Okay, so we just kind of turn a blind eye. But it's saying open your inner vision. You can see through deception. So if there's any deceptions going on in your life, now during this time might be the time where you're actually able to get the clarity and see and be willing to see what the truth of a situation actually is. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Yeah, and it's heading you that direction. You can tell with that Three of Wands, that Chariot card, the Victory card, you know, that stability. You are heading towards a better life. And yes, magic and wisdom are definitely your birthright. An owl also talks a lot about wisdom and magic. So many of you may be very gifted in that way. Okay, Geminis, thank you so much for being here with me today. It's been a pleasure to do this reading for you, and I do hope that it finds you well. If you are new here, I hope you consider subscribing. If you like any of these decks, I know these two here are both linked in my description box below for Amazon, so you can check those out. And until we meet again.